Hello everyone, I'm Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, April 21st, 2020. Over the last few days, we've talked about different traits and characteristics and qualities that I take to be definitive of excellent leaders. Today, I want to continue in that vein and think with you about an idea of a leader that I call proximate. A proximate leader is someone who cultivates the relational dynamics of nearness, of togetherness in struggle and in joy. The proximate leader is someone who does not stand from afar and simply take credit for all of the good and cast blame for all of the bad. The proximate leader is someone who understands that leadership is about more than simply business outcomes, profit margins, or even academic, athletic, or military victories. Here I'm thinking of that wonderful passage from Maya Angelou, where she says that she's learned people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. This is important because when we think about leaders, remember, we rarely remember the names of the Nobel Prize winners from 5 years ago, but we always remember the names of our 5th grade teacher who helped us realize that we mattered, that we could do something great. Be that kind of leader, the proximate leader who allows the workers, the followers, the community to feel their significance, to feel their worth, to feel that they are needed. In doing this, we have to be there with them. That doesn't mean that leaders have to be doing every single job, but it does mean that leaders never perceive themselves as too important for any job. As an example of this kind of proximate leadership, I want to draw actually from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. There's a final battle that is occurring outside the gates of Mordor. The forces of good are outmatched, they are outnumbered, and nonetheless, they march in with courage and virtue and commitment to the cause. Aragorn, the great leader of these troops, is trying to get them to find within themselves the fortitude to keep moving. Importantly, Aragorn is on the front line. Aragorn is riding out in front of his troops, not simply holding back to make sure that he is protected. He risks himself in order to help them recognize that the risk is shared, and so is the victory. But a group of the troops are very nervous, very scared, and they're losing the heart to continue forward in the battle. Aragorn does not turn to these troops that are struggling and nervous in anger. He does not turn and mock them in order to cajole them to move forward. Instead, the text says the following: Aragorn looked at them, and there was pity in his eyes rather than wrath. He continues on. Go, says Aragorn, but keep what honor you may, and do not run. There is a task which you may attempt, and so be not wholly shamed. Notice the proximate leadership. Aragorn refuses to distance himself. He refuses to cut ties with these people. Instead, he finds ways for them to remain people, for them to remain part of the group. May we be leaders like Aragorn. May we be leaders that respond to the call laid down by Maya Angelou. Rather than casting blame, rather than refusing to take responsibility, may we undertake risk with them because we are near to them as we all move forward together. I hope this is helpful. I will see you tomorrow unless a piano falls on our heads.